Hey guys, I'm back with another Tech Tuesday video, and today we're going to be focusing on setting up your first AI agent. And listen, this is going to be one that you want to save. I do my best to keep the videos short and sharp and sweet so that it's easy for you to implement or pull it up and play as you're doing it yourself. And so I hope this is so super helpful for you. You know what you need to do. If you are loving these videos and you want to see more like it, I need you to subscribe. I need you to watch this video, share it with someone else, and help us continue to get more and more eyes on our content here at CEO Chicks. And so if you don't know who I am, my name's Colleen Otero, brand strategist, founder of the CEO Chick Network. And as I mentioned today, we're going to be focusing on building your AI agent. Listen, I have been moving from ChatGPT, OpenAI over to Claude for about 3 months now. I think March was the first time that I talked about just making the move and how overwhelmed I was at just the thought of it. But I'm just taking my time. And little by little, I am sharing that journey and that process with you all. But before we get into it, I really want to share what led to this, right? A lot of us have been utilizing AI simply like search engine, like we would in Google, or just using it for prompting. But there are different levels to it. And I shared that in a recent post on Instagram, which is how most of you got to this video. It is important for us to start moving from just prompting over to processes and giving AI some autonomy. What I'm going to show you today is my process of building out my Tech Tuesday post, emails, over to even video scripting, and just what it looks like to get this done and how AI helps me to do it sooner, quicker, faster. There was a time I used to have to plan several days to get something like this done, but now with having the AI agent, I can put it to work, do something else, come back and review it. I do want to say I have cowork, so that's important to state. Number two, it's connected to Canva. You saw that in one of my previous videos on how to force Claude to make posts for you. And thirdly, it's connected to Google. So it is able to put things in my drive for scripts. If I want to certain documents that I want to send over to team members, it makes it easier for me to do that. First and foremost, let's go into the project section in Cowork. This is where our Tech Tuesday custom emails and posts live. On the far right-hand side, you can see that I have a ton of instructions that I've given this bad boy. It understands my greetings, my sign-offs, my brand colors. It understands that HTML code is also necessary for my Aweber emails. It understands my email types and frequency and all of those various things. All right. And as time has progressed, I have also given it more access to docs as needed. Even just my Canva carousels, right? For it to know what I'm looking for. And so let me pull up the recent carousel that was created. Again, it already knows the template, right? Everything has been codified and it works for my brand. It created this 7 slide carousel focusing on moving from prompting over to processes and being a builder utilizing AI. And so again, this is a post that many of you saw that led to this video. Secondly, I also had it create emails. And so inside of the email, it looks a lot like this. It already has all the branding. It knows my voice. I will come in, I will read it. And once approved, I take the code, I copy it, and then from there, I will go inside Aweber. Now, this lets you know there are still steps, right? For example, I'm still downloading from Canva and posting into Instagram. So what does that say? It's not fully autonomous, correct? So I'm in my Aweber dashboard and I go down to custom HTML to create a message. As you can see, it pulls it up, what it looks like on the far right side. I send myself a test. Well, first I got to put the title in. Send myself a test. If I love it, I come out of here, I save, exit, and schedule my email. So there's still some steps that I have to do. Last but not least, I will then have it create a video guide for me. And I let it know I don't want the video to be super long. I want it to be straight and to the point for busy individuals like myself, just so people know the possibilities of what they can do inside of cowork. And with that being said, it even created it in sections, just giving an idea of how I should flow through my video because I, for one, it'll do some scripting for me, but I'm always off the cuff. So I'm a go with the flow kind of girl. So well, there you have it. Like I said, I'm working towards creating an agent that is fully autonomous. However, some things are out of my control. Some of the CRMs that I currently use do not have the ability to connect to co-work, but I'm looking for other options. Of course, you know, my hubby, he's looking into different options. He's way more techie than I am, but I wanted to share it with you, right? Let's not be afraid of AI. Let's figure out how to leverage this thing in order to be more productive. And also, if you're needing help, feel free to book a session with me. We can get it and do some work together and get your co-work up and running. We can make sure you understand how you can create more processes just like this to help to nurture your leads. Sometimes we don't know what we should be doing in our business. Hopefully, this also gives you some insight for ways that you can create leads and also nurture them. All right. So I know this was helpful for you. So don't forget to subscribe, comment. Let me know how you're going to be implementing AI in your process, how you're moving from just prompting to creating processes. That's all from me. I'll see you on next Tuesday. God bless.